Hello friends, you saw the title and it's true. This is the end of the road and I am leaving Destiny 2. It's possible that I will return someday, but there's also a good chance that I'm leaving for good. To be honest, I am a little bit uncomfortable right now because this type of video can sometimes get a lot of hate and lead to thousands of people unsubscribing and all that. So if you have enjoyed any of my content for any time over the past few years, please just stick with me for the next 10 minutes and I will try to answer all of your questions and explain what's going on. I also am excited to tell you about the big plans that I have for the future, but let me be clear with one thing from the very start. I am not leaving YouTube. I may be quitting Destiny, but I do hope to continue doing YouTube as a job for forever. So with that said, let's get into the rest of the video. I am just going to kind of move myself way down here into the corner and put some of my all-time best Destiny highlights on the screen. So feel free to just listen to this video if you want. First of all, thank you. I would like to sincerely thank everyone who has watched for the past few years. The support has been so insane that my videos have averaged more views than any other channel covering Destiny. My second channel actually comes in second place in terms of views per video, so suffice it to say, I am very grateful. YouTubers are nothing without the support of their audiences, so I just want to acknowledge that and specifically thank you for entrusting me with your viewership. It really does mean the world, and being fortunate enough to be able to do this as a career so far has been amazing. Not a lot of people have a job where they get to wake up and then just talk about their favorite video game, and I recognize how much of a privilege that really is. Also, shout out to my mods, my top Discord chatters, Patreon supporters, people who have left really nice and heartfelt comments, and to everyone who has ever pressed the like button. It adds up, and I do appreciate each of you. So now what? Something I really want to be clear about is the fact that the Shadow.destiny channel will be staying online, hopefully forever. I have no plans to take the channel down or delete any of my content on here, so you will still be able to go watch or rewatch any of the videos that I've posted over the last 5 years. Almost all of the other Destiny creators out there focus on news and like breaking events and guides and stuff like that. But if you've seen any of my stuff, you probably noticed my approach is very different. I've made a grand total of like 2 news-related uploads, and the rest of my stuff is all evergreen content. So basically what I'm saying is that my videos are built to last and stand the test of time. And you can really see that by just looking at the thousands of people who are still enjoying this video within the last 48 hours, even though it has been out for hundreds of days. If you go and watch these uploads that I posted 3 years ago, sure, you'll probably notice there's like a few outdated abilities or something, but overall the video will be just as entertaining and almost as relevant as the day it came out. For example, the Evolution of Destiny video is by far the best video I have ever made, and since the history is pretty set in stone, the video will hopefully always be enjoyable no matter when you watch it. I also look back pretty fondly on the 10 stages videos and, of course, my Mythbuster series. This is why I have made the decision to just leave all of this stuff up, so don't worry about it randomly disappearing, and don't worry about me trying to convert the channel or do something else like it. Also, I'm very happy that 33,000 of you are currently in the Discord server, and it always brightens my day to see people talking in there literally every day to this day. So that will still be staying online, and you don't have to worry about it going away. But the thing that will change probably is the name, and the logo will probably be altered at some point in the future, but it will still remain fully functional and hopefully one of the top Destiny Discords for people looking to hang out. So here's a link again if you want to join for some reason. Quitting Destiny. Now, I assume you're wondering what I'm actually doing nowadays, and you might also be confused as to why I've barely posted in the past few months. So in this next section, I'm going to explain exactly my thought process and exactly what's been going on. To be perfectly honest, my playtime in Destiny 2 has declined drastically over the past year. I have essentially quit the game, and I just didn't really tell anyone except for really close friends. Back in the day, I used to get on and play relentlessly for hours on end, and it's how I met some of my best friends, and it was something I was really proud to be good at. I've been playing this for a really long time, and in many ways, I grew up on this game. Sadly, I just feel like my drive to get on and play has not been as high these days, and I'm sure that many other people can relate to that. I saw a recent comment on a fellow creator's video that resonated with me, and it said, quote, "We did not leave Destiny, Destiny left us." Another big factor along those same lines is that I got into Destiny as a PvP player, and quite obviously it has become less and less of a PvP game as time has gone on. I certainly enjoyed and played tons of the PvE as well, but the Crucible was always what I liked the most. As the state of PvP just got worse and worse and worse over the years, it slowly became less fun for me, and that's just the fact of the matter. The game slowly evolved into something that didn't interest me anymore. Now, as a player, it is very common to just take a break when you're not feeling excited about the game. But as a content creator, it's pretty much in my job description that I'm not ever allowed to take a break for any reason. And in addition to that, I also saw that Bungie's leadership was making extremely poor decisions for the past few years. The player count was consistently getting lower and lower, and it just didn't seem like things were headed in a good direction. In the past few years, the game has stagnated to such a degree that it no longer retains most of its loyal fans, and yet it also became so complicated that it's totally unapproachable for new players. Just look at my new player experience video, where there are thousands of comments from people who tried the game and then quit soon after because it simply is not a fun time as a brand new player. All of that is to say that Destiny is not exactly at its peak, or even a peak, and nowadays most people agree that the best days of this franchise are behind us. If you are someone who still likes Destiny, I truly am happy for you, and I want you to keep playing and ignore what the population and the statistics say. Truly, if you enjoy the game, play it and have fun. From my perspective as a creator though, and I hope that you can empathize with this, it's hard to continue when I'm not having fun, and the videos just keep getting lower and lower views year after year for reasons that I cannot control. Time for a change. So with everything in mind, I decided it was finally time to do something about this situation. I needed to pivot to something else, something new, and ultimately quit Destiny. I am very confident that it's a terrible strategy to make videos about something you are not genuinely passionate about, because it really shows through. And overall, it's just impossible to make a truly amazing video when my heart isn't actually invested into the craft. Forcing out content never works. And to be very transparent, I also think the #1 responsibility of any good creator is to make the best videos possible. Although there is a slim chance that I will return to D2 at some point in the future, I am now announcing that I've been spending 99% of my time on a new channel, and I have been doing so for over a year now. I have been spending so much time and putting so much effort into this transition, so I really hope you like what you see. And without further delay, here is the new direction that I'm going. Future plans at Crichton. From now on, instead of making D2 videos, I will now be posting content about non-fiction stories, internet rabbit holes, mysteries, and generally just a bunch of insane events that have happened in recent times. Think of it like your favorite storytelling channel, but it's done in the shadow.destiny style with high production value. My new videos are being posted exclusively on a new channel named Crichton, so I will put that channel in the pinned comment and in the top of the description so that you can check it out. So far, I've covered topics such as a disturbing website iceberg, a crazy internet rabbit hole story coming out of China, and I just got done recording a story about the world's most disturbing Discord cult. The plan is to continue telling these really fascinating stories about basically everything, ranging from true crime, mysteries, internet oddities, icebergs, documentaries, and more. Basically anything that I think is interesting and will be interesting to you. I do find this situation kind of funny because in a way, I already did do this type of content in Destiny. I mean, we told basically every single story related to Destiny history, mysteries, and the community. And of course, I made that 5-hour documentary about the evolution of the entire game. I almost feel like I have exhausted my supply of stories to tell. I mean, after all, Destiny is just one game, and after making this 3-hour-long iceberg video, there just aren't a lot of topics left to talk about that I hadn't already covered in the past. Expanding my topic selection to real-life stories on the Crichton channel has given me an infinite list of topics, which has been extremely refreshing. I mean, I can talk about world events, I can go find random lost internet lore, I can explore true crime cases with weird twists, or I can explain some massive historical disaster with a conspiracy theory. It is pretty awesome to have the sandbox be the entire world and all of history, and I'm excited because the goal is to tell stories that you've never heard before, and also tell a few familiar stories in ways that you've never seen before. If you enjoyed my Destiny iceberg videos or any of my other long-form breakdowns of this game, I think you will definitely be a fan of the new stuff. Some of you have actually already found the channel and commented about this, and I think that's awesome, so thank you. It really is cool to see that the same people who liked the Destiny stuff are already liking the Crichton videos and enjoying the 5 to 10 videos I already have up there. The topics are generally interesting to a super wide range of different people, so statistically speaking, there is a solid chance that you'll find something that you like. I did specifically think about this when planning the videos and planning the channel because I don't really want to make something that's like only interesting to a super tiny niche or a super specific type of person. So hopefully if you go to the channel, you'll find a variety that's diverse enough that there's something there that you will enjoy. As always, feedback of any kind is very appreciated. My #1 goal in life will continue to be improving my videos and making the best content that I can for you. So I hope that you think that that is reflected in the quality of what I produce. I want to build this into one of the biggest storytelling channels on YouTube, and it all begins right here. We're just getting started. As for the topic of Destiny 2, I truly wish it the best. I have always wanted to see this game succeed, even when it was at its lows. I might come back someday as a player if the game piques my interest again, and perhaps, a Destiny 3. But for now, I am just going to be on the sidelines and looking back at the fond memories. I had a fantastic time playing this game over the years, and if you are still someone who plays, I hope that it continues to bring you joy. Especially if you look into the history, there are so many people who have been passionate about this game at one point or another, and sometimes I feel like it never quite reached its potential. I actually think about this pretty often because Bungie just continued to fumble on nearly every opportunity. As the players, you guys have given this game so much love and so much feedback, but you've gotten mostly silence and repetitive content in return. Truthfully, you deserved a better outcome. Lastly, with all of that said, I will leave you with the following. It has been an honor. It has been fun. Every story has an end. This is mine. To everyone who is joining me on the new channel, it will be appearing on the screen right about now.